what's up guys? Bruno here from Bruno's Classic Car Garage. It's a wet and snowy Sunday afternoon. It's kind of crappy outside. Better off to work when it's like that. What else are you going to do? Anyways, working on the Buick today. And I wanted to kind of, well, this is the second fender here. That's the first thing is, yeah, this is the second fender. And I had to do a bunch of touch-ups, well, not a bunch, but a few touch-ups and some things that I hadn't finished off. I wanted to make sure they fit properly, but now it's all done. Had to weld some holes here because these weren't in the right place on the other side. I thought the molding went there, but that's on another video anyways. So yeah, so this one's done. It's ready for primer. I just got a few more edges up here to do and a little bit more sanding in there, and then the other side's all done. So that'll be a relief, and then I can just block it and prime it a couple more times here, and then she'll be ready to paint. See, this is where I had to fix here. Other than that, that's about it for that, but just wanted to talk about restoration. Restoration and rock guard. Every time I see videos, guys are using rock guard. So when guys are doing something like this, let's say, instead of, doing what I'm doing here, this has been, epoxied and primed and sanded. It's going to get primed one more time in here and then sanded nice. Yeah, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect in there, but rock guard and restoration don't belong in the same sentence. Those are, rock guard does nothing. Actually, it's supposed to go on rocker panels. That's why it's called rock guard. You put it on the rocker panels and then it's designed to be painted over top of. Rock guard by itself is completely useless. It will actually, especially in the sun, actually a friend of mine did that, put rock guard on his hood on his van, and a couple years later, it's almost all gone now. The rock guard's completely gone. So there's really no protection there. It's not designed, guys are using it to hide things, like in this instance. They just spray the shit out of this inside here just to hide everything. And that's not restoration. That's basically car lot butchery. That's what that is. As soon as I hear rock guard, people bringing out the rock guard, those are guys taking shortcuts and not interested in doing the finish work, like this, because this takes time. This takes time inside here. You can see I got a few little things here. See, I might have to putty this up a little bit here because this is about the only place you see is right here on the front of this fender. When the wheel well is in here, you kind of see this area here. And whatever color it is, sometimes I'll paint all this same as body color. It depends on the car. Sometimes, well, like in this case, this is going to be all epoxied in here with like a low gloss black. It'll have like a satin look to it. So all the insides will be done in epoxy. And then I'm going to mask it all on the inside and then paint the outside. So in this case, the outside on this car body color is gloss black. So it'll be gloss black on the outside. But yeah, I don't know, it's pretty frustrating when I hear guys using that term all the time, restoration, and then they're using rock guard. Maybe they don't really know how else to word it, but yeah. Anyways, so that's kind of my thing about it. I've never used rock guard other than when I used to do car lot work like 30 years ago. So I'm getting kind of old. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that. And it's a freaking mess in here right now. I got stuff everywhere. So yeah, I'll just have a quick peek at the car here. There's my column here. I'm getting ready to take this column apart here for the square body. I got to get that done. Starting to do wiring and stuff. But here's the other fender here. is already on. If you remember the last video, I got everything nice down here now. It was actually a little bit twisted too, so I had to kind of correct all that and fill in the holes here, so that was all done. And then this is the super build. See how it's pink here? I talked about this before, but you see how this is pink here. When you sand this, it'll turn gray, and then the paint will kind of act as a guide coat, which is kind of cool. But I don't use this. This is kind of like a slick sand material, but I don't use this all the way through. I will use urethane on the very last, on the last coat for a final sand. But yeah, so this side's kind of good. It lines up, and I just have to basically, again, block that down a couple more times and prime it. So there's still some work to do on those, and then I got that big beast of a hood way back there. So once I know the car's running, probably, I'm still waiting on a fuel line here, the hard line from the pump to the carb. Still waiting on that, and because I'm gonna have to take some stuff apart, so I haven't completely done everything here permanently. So once everything else is ready now at this point, so once I get the fuel line, then I can put coolant in it, and then she's ready to fire, man. That'll be an exciting day after all this time, because it's been a while. It's been a while on this thing, that's for sure. So that's about it, guys, on this kind of topic. Whatever, some guys will use rock guard. It's not a big deal, really. It's just when you're doing restoration stuff, you don't want to be using rock guard. It just doesn't look good. Not the really the proper way to do things either, but I guess everybody each to their own, and that's kind of how I do it. So alright, guys, that's it for now. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna head home, and it's already, well, it says 4, but we had the time change here, so it's actually 5. I'm going to go home and have some bite to eat, and got a few errands to do here. So, all right, guys, talk to you guys later. Bye.